Reading Comprehension and Mixed Questions, Part 1, Index 001, Orientation Session Overview. The first session is an orientation session for a program called Perfection Pro. What is orientation? Orientation means introduction and guidance before starting actual study. In this session, the teacher is telling students what the program is about, what the goals are, how to follow the program, how to prepare for exams. Technical issues and instructions. Sometimes technical issues like problems with the online platform may happen. Students are requested to be patient and tolerant. Any issues will be resolved in the next class with technical team support. Tip: for beginners, don't worry if small problems happen. Focus on learning, not on technical problems. Goals of the program. The teacher sets targets for students. Exam type, target score, notes. Prelims, objective, 30 plus marks. Aim not to get less than 30. Mains, 38 plus marks. Out of total marks, target at least 38. Descriptive writing. Focus on improvement. Writing practice will be provided. Key idea: always set a clear target for every exam. Example: if your prelims target is 30, you aim to score at least 30 marks. How to approach exams. The teacher gives 2 main tips. 1. Feel confident about the exam. Think, this is the easiest exam in the world. Confidence is very important. 2. Write your goals clearly. Write them in big letters so you remember them every day. Example: nothing can stop me from getting my dream job. Tip: this helps your mind stay motivated and focused. 5 things needed before starting. The teacher mentions there are 5 important things to start the program. These things will be explained in the next part of the transcript. Beginner tips. Focus on small, simple steps. Don't try to learn everything at once. Write your targets and motivational lines on paper or notes. Believe in yourself. I can do this. Example for beginners. Suppose your goal for prelims equals 30 marks. Write it down clearly. Open quote, my prelims target equals 30 marks. I will score 30 plus marks. Close quote. Say a motivational sentence. Open quote, nothing can stop me from achieving my bank job. Close quote. Read it every day before studying. My summary of this transcript part. The first session is orientation, explaining goals and instructions. Students should be patient with technical issues. Set clear targets for exams. Prelims 30 plus, mains 38 plus, descriptive. Feel confident about exams. Confidence is key. Write motivational sentences to keep yourself focused. There are 5 things required before starting. Will be explained next. Next, Reading Comprehension and Mixed Questions, Part 1, Index 01, continued. Proper planning for daily study. Every day of your exam preparation should be properly planned. Daily plan should be clear and structured. Step 1, make a to-do list in the morning. Step 2, before going to bed, check your to-do list and see how much you completed. Step 3, write percentage completed next to each task. Example, task, completed, sent completed, solve 10 puzzles, yes, 100%. Read comprehension, partially, 50%. Tip: this helps you track your progress daily and stay disciplined. Daily practice without breaks. Whatever tasks you do, do not skip a single day. Example, solve 10 questions for prelims daily. Solve 10 questions for mains daily. Consistency is key. Perseverance leads to success. Important words for beginners. Perseverance, keep trying, never give up. Practice, do exercises regularly. Patience and positive attitude. Patience is required during preparation. Believe in yourself. Self-confidence is very important. Positive thinking. Always say positive sentences to yourself. Example, I can achieve my bank job. Remove negative thoughts. Don't let doubts stop you. Note, even if your English is weak, attitude matters more than language skill. Daily checklist for prelims and mains. Teacher will give 10 prelims questions and 10 mains questions every day. Solve them daily like a mock test. Treat this as real exam practice to compete with others. Key idea: daily practice equals exam readiness. 5 important points for Perfection Program. The teacher mentions 5 points necessary for the program. These will be followed until you get your offer letter. These points ensure full preparation and mental readiness. Positive self-talk plus daily practice plus perseverance plus proper planning, solving questions equals success formula. Beginner example. Morning, make your to-do list. Evening, check progress and write percentage done. Daily, solve 10 prelims plus 10 mains questions. Keep repeating every day without a break. Tell yourself, I will get my dream bank job. Mini table example. Time, task, completed, notes. Notes, 6 to 7 a.m., to-do list prep, planned all tasks. 10 to 11 a.m., 10 prelims Qs, solved on time. 5 to 6 p.m., 10 mains Qs. Practiced well. Night, check progress, 100% done. Summary of this part. Plan your day properly and track progress using to-do list. Daily practice is essential. Do not skip a single day. Perseverance plus patience, positive attitude, success. Solve daily prelims and mains questions like mock tests. 5 key points will guide preparation until you achieve your goal. Next step, send the transcript from 1042 onward. Reading comprehension and mixed questions. Part 1. How to make English strong. Main question. How can I improve? Key ideas. 1. English is a language. A language has 4 main skills. 1. Reading. 2. Listening. 3. Speaking. 4. Writing. 2. Practice is everything. The more you read, listen, speak, and write, the stronger your English will become. Example, if you only read but never speak, your speaking skill will remain weak. 3. Focus on exam-related English, not novels or unnecessary materials. Read editorials, exam-focused passages, and relevant practice materials. 4. Consistency over time. If you attend Perfection Pro classes regularly for 3 months, your English will improve significantly. The program guarantees improvement if you follow daily lessons. Beginner level English. Start from basics. Common question. I am a complete beginner. How should I start? Teacher's advice. 1. Don't worry about learning nouns first, then verbs like grammar textbooks. 2. Just like learning your native language, you start speaking, listening, and understanding first. 3. Grammar and rules will come gradually as you practice. Example, when you learned Hindi, you did not memorize grammar first. You listened, spoke, understood grammar naturally. Same approach for English. Listen, speak, understand rules naturally, practice. Planning English learning teacher's approach. Create a planner for all topics that appear in exams. Every topic should have a daily schedule. Grammar, vocabulary, reading, writing. Daily plan example. Time, task, duration. Class. Learn grammar rules, 20 mins, vocabulary. Learn new words, 20 min. Reading practice, editorials and exam passages, 20 min. Writing practice, short answers and exercises, 20 min. Tip, organizing daily schedule makes learning easier and systematic. Key points for beginners. Don't start with complex grammar or nouns verbs first. Start speaking and listening like you learned your first language. Gradually add grammar and vocabulary into daily practice. Focus on exam topics first, then expand to other materials. Motivation. Daily 20 minutes grammar plus 20 minutes vocabulary equals strong foundation in English. Consistency plus proper planning, confidence in English. Beginner example. Morning, read 1 editorial passage. Afternoon, practice 10 new vocabulary words. Evening, grammar exercise for 20 minutes. Night, revise what you learned today. Mini table example. Task, time, notes. Grammar, 20 min, learn basic tenses. Vocabulary, 20 min, learn and revise words. Reading, 20 min, editorial passages. Writing, 20 min, short answers. Summary of this part. English improves by reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Practice daily. Focus on exam-oriented English. Beginners should start like learning native language. Listen, speak, understand grammar. Planner and daily schedule help manage time and topics effectively. Daily 20 min grammar plus 20 min vocabulary equals strong English foundation. Next step, send the transcript from 1541 onwards. Reading comprehension and mixed questions, Part 1. Indexed continued. Daily English learning schedule and strategy. Daily study plan. From 1541 to 1627, the teacher explains how the daily study is structured for beginners and Hindi medium students. Key points. 1. Grammar practice. Every day, 20 minutes of grammar. 2. Vocabulary practice. Every day, 20 minutes of vocabulary. 3. Total daily time, 20 plus 20 minutes equals 40 minutes daily focused practice. 4. Consistency matters. Following this schedule will make learning smooth and enjoyable. Example, task, duration, notes, grammar, 20 min, learn basics like nouns, verbs, pronouns, vocabulary, 20 min, learn new words daily and revise. This plan ensures no time is wasted and every skill improves steadily. Special guidance for Hindi medium students. Problem 1. Grammar understanding. Many Hindi medium students struggle with grammar. They don't know what nouns, pronouns, verbs are. They also struggle to connect sentences correctly. Problem 2. English exposure. Hindi medium students hear less English daily, so speaking and understanding is slower. Solution. Every Saturday, a special grammar session is held from zero level. Students start from basics, nouns, verbs, pronouns, forming sentences correctly. Beginners must attend this to strengthen foundation. Mock tests and exam practice. New change in platform. Mock tests will now be conducted on their platform, Perfection Pro. Scores and reports are available immediately after the test. Time allocation for mock tests. Prelims, 20 minutes. Mains, 40 minutes. Benefits: students experience real exam environment. Every minute and second is used efficiently. Analysis of mistakes is done after the test. Learn from errors. Motivation and focus. Following the schedule ensures every second is used for learning. No previous problems with time wastage will occur. Students feel progress daily and enjoy learning. Example daily routine for Hindi medium beginner student. Time slot, task, duration, notes, morning. Morning, grammar basics. 20 min, nouns, verbs, pronouns. Afternoon, vocabulary practice, 20 min. Learn 5 to 10 words daily. Evening, reading comprehension, 20 min. Editorial passages, night, mock test or practice exercise, 20 to 40 min, check understanding. Key takeaways for beginners. 1. Grammar and vocabulary are daily musts. 2. Hindi medium students must attend Saturday grammar sessions. 3. Mock tests simulate real exam environment. Practice under time pressure. 4. Consistency, proper scheduling with strong English foundation. 5. Every second counts. No time is wasted. Summary of this section. Daily 20 min grammar plus 20 min vocabulary ensures steady progress. Hindi medium students receive extra support for grammar basics every Saturday. Mock tests on the platform help understand exam conditions. Proper planning makes learning enjoyable, fast, and efficient. Consistency plus daily practice. Comprehension and Mixed Questions, Part 1, Index 001. Vocabulary learning, daily strategy. You will learn vocabulary daily for 20 minutes. Teacher also mentioned a method called mnemonics. What are mnemonics? Mnemonics are memory tricks that help you remember meanings of words. Example, word extra pet, meaning to reduce, cut down. Trick, think extra pet at home, we need to reduce them, reduce, extra pet. So instead of just memorizing boringly, you connect the word with a funny or simple idea. Advantage, vocabulary stays longer in your memory. How vocabulary will be given. You will get daily short notes of vocabulary words, maybe 10 to 15 words. But remember, main way to improve vocabulary is reading. Even if teacher gives words, reading articles will give you real vocabulary usage in sentences. Reading and skimming articles. Reading means carefully going through an article. Skimming means reading quickly to get the main idea without focusing on every word. Both are important for exams because in comprehension passages, you need speed plus understanding. Editorial reading, newspapers, improves both. Advice from teacher, watch editorial classes daily at 7 a.m. on YouTube. Make it a habit like brushing your teeth. This will automatically improve reading plus skimming vocabulary. Don't expect too much in 1 month. In the first month, don't expect very big changes. Just keep practicing daily reading, vocabulary, and mock tests. After 1 month, you will see huge improvement in vocabulary, reading speed, mock test scores. Key lesson: consistency is more important than speed. Grammar preparation for beginners. Many students from Hindi medium backgrounds find grammar difficult. They don't know basic concepts like noun, pronoun, verb, sentence connection. Solution: Every Saturday, special foundation grammar class. Here, grammar is taught from zero level, absolute basics. Students must revise 20 minutes daily after the class. How to use grammar classes. Saturday foundation class equals for complete beginners. Daily 20 minutes revision to make grammar strong over time. Slowly, you will be able to identify parts of speech, noun, verb, pronoun, build correct sentences, solve exam grammar questions. Q1. What is the best way to remember vocabulary? A. Only memorize word lists. B. Use mnemonics and practice reading. C. Ignore vocabulary. Focus only on grammar. Answer. B. Use mnemonics and practice reading. Q2. What is the difference between reading and skimming? Reading equals, skimming equals on grammar. Answer. Reading equals careful understanding of each line. Skimming, quick reading to catch the main idea. Q3. Why is Saturday important for Hindi medium students? Answer. Because Saturday has special grammar classes that start from zero level, helpful for those who don't know basics. Natter summary. 25. Spend 20 minutes daily on vocabulary. Use mnemonics to remember words easily. Reading plus skimming of editorials is the best way to improve vocabulary's comprehension. Don't expect fast results in 1 month, but after consistent practice, you'll see big improvements. Hindi medium students should attend Saturday grammar classes and revise daily for 20 minutes. Now, your basics for this section are clear. Shall I also create a daily practice planner? 25-35-30-18. 1. Confidence comes with practice. Teacher says, practice more and more. When you practice a lot, your confidence will increase. With confidence, your accuracy, correctness of answers will improve. Speed will increase later, not at the beginning. Don't rush. Beginner strategy. First, focus on learning concepts. Second, build confidence with practice. Third, accuracy will improve. Finally, speed will come automatically. Prelims and main strategy. Some students only prepare for prelims. This is wrong. If you only prepare for pre, you may fail in both pre and mains. Instead, prepare for prelims plus mains together. This way, you will clear both. So the teacher's strategy, study both levels together, easy, moderate, advanced. This saves time and prepares you fully. 3. Reading comprehension, RC. This is one of the most important topics. In RC, you will practice prelims level, easy passages, moderate level, mains level, difficult passages, advanced questions. Example, pre, short passages, direct questions, mains, long passages, inference-based, hidden meaning questions. 4. Descriptive writing, essays, letter. In mains, there is a descriptive paper. You need to write one essay on current issues, banking, social topics, one letter, formal, informal. Teacher says, if you read the Hindu newspaper, you already get ideas and content. After prelims exam, a separate batch for descriptive will be launched, only 4 classes. In that, you'll learn how to write essays and letters step by step. Practice rule, every day read one essay and one letter, then write them in your own words. Chatgpt 5, weekly mock tests. Every Friday at 8 p.m., there will be a mock test. At 9 p.m., there will be a class analysis of that test. This will help you understand mistakes and improve. Important tip, don't just give the mock test. Analyze your mistakes in detail. That's where learning happens. Nash 6, students with weak basics. Teacher says, if your basics are very weak, don't worry. Watch the recorded videos slowly. Use pause, play, repeat method. Once you understand, move forward. Also, if you are already strong, you can watch at 2x speed, but only if you already understand the basics well. Quick exercise for you. Q1. Why should you not focus on speed in the beginning? Answer, because first you must learn concepts and improve accuracy. Speed comes automatically later. Q2. Should you prepare only for prelims? Why? Answer, no, because if you prepare only for prelims, you may fail both prelims and mains. Preparing for both together is better. Q3. What are the 2 parts of descriptive writing? Answer, essay plus letter writing. Q4. What should you do after every mock test? Answer, analyze your mistakes in detail and learn from them. Summary 25-30. Confidence and accuracy come with practice, then speed improves naturally. Prepare for prelims mains together, not separately. Reading comprehension is very important. Practice at all levels. Descriptive writing, essay plus letter, needs daily practice. Weekly mock tests, detailed analysis help you improve. If basics are weak, use pause and repeat method. If strong, you can watch at 2x speed. Next transcript portion starts at 30:30 onward. 1. Transcript explanation, 30:30 to 35:35. Daily study schedule. Teacher explains a time management plan. 20 minutes, vocabulary. 20 minutes, grammar. 40 minutes, question slang practice. 10 minutes, prelims quiz. 15 minutes, mains quiz. 20 minutes extra, grammar revision. This routine helps in balanced preparation. Vocabulary plus grammar, quizzes, practice. 2. Class timing correction. Teacher says earlier they told 8:30 p.m., but actually class is at 9 p.m. Reason: after another class finishes at 8, it is difficult to start immediately, so main class starts at 9 p.m. 3. Weekly schedule. Classes plus mock tests. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, perfection class, main study sessions. Wednesday, free day, teacher has another responsibility. Saturday, grammar class. Sunday, mock test on the application. Also, on Friday, there will be a mock test analysis session in class. Klana 4, Main Focus Topics Month 1. The first month's focus will be only on 3 important topics. 1. Reading comprehension, RC, closed test. 3. Parajumbles week-wise distribution. Week 1, reading comprehension, only focus on RC. Week 2, closed test, only practice close. Week 3, parajumbles, only practice jumbles. This way, each topic will become very strong. 5. Reason for class at 9 p.m. Teacher feels very tired after another class at 8 p.m. If they directly start another class at 8 p.m., they cannot teach with full energy. So, to give better teaching quality, class is fixed at 9 p.m. 6. Commitment from students. Teacher asks, students must give daily feedback. Students should update daily. Did you complete practice? Did you follow the schedule? Daily feedback helps teacher track student progress and keep them disciplined. 7. Extra repetitions and emphasis. Teacher repeats many times, always practice, always practice, always practice. Meaning, consistency is the key. Practice every day without excuses. Quick exercise for you. Q1, how much time should you spend on vocabulary daily? Answer, 20 minutes. Q2, which 3 topics will be focused in the first month? Answer, reading comprehension, closed test, parajumbles. Q3, on which days are main perfection classes held? Answer, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Q4, why is the class scheduled at 9 p.m. instead of 8:30 p.m.? Answer, because teacher feels tired after the earlier class and needs some break to teach better. Summary, 30, 35, 35. Daily routine, 20-min vocab, 20-min grammar, 40-min question solving, quizzes for pre and mains, grammar revision. Class timing corrected, now at 9 p.m. Weekly plan, Montu, Fry, perfection class, SAT grammars, CEST. Month 1 focus only on RC, closed test, parajumbles, 1 week each. Reason for 9 p.m. class, teacher needs rest to teach better. Students must give daily feedback. Teacher stresses practice every single day. Next transcript portion starts at 35:40 onwards. Do you comprehension and mixed questions, part 1. What is reading comprehension, RC? Reading comprehension means reading a passage, small story, article, or paragraph, and then answering questions based on it. It checks how well you understand the passage, how quickly you can find answers, how you use logic, inference, and assumptions. Types of RC, reading comprehension in exams. Short RCs, just one small paragraph, mostly seen in mains exam, not in prelims. Questions will directly come from the short passage. Example, passage. The government introduced a new banking scheme to support rural areas. Question, what is the purpose of the new scheme? Story-based RCs, given in the form of a story. First this happened, then this, then that. Strategy, first read the story quickly, then solve questions. Example, passage. A farmer worked hard, but due to floods, he lost his crops. Later, the bank gave him a loan to recover. Question, who helped the farmer? Long RCs, usually based on finance, economy, nature environment, technology, strategy. 1. First read the questions, not the passage. 2. Mark keywords in the questions, important words. 3. Skim the passage, means read quickly from the top, but stop and read carefully wherever you find those keywords. 4. Answer questions. Types of questions in RC Direct Questions. Answers are directly written in the passage. Just find the line and copy the meaning. Inference questions. Inference what you understand indirectly from the passage. Not directly written, but you guess using logic plus author's meaning. Example. Passage. The company increased hiring this year despite global slowdown. Question. What can you infer? Answer. The company is performing better than others. Assumption questions. Assumption. What the author believed thought while writing the passage. You have to guess the author's hidden idea. Example. Passage. Education is the key to success in modern society. Question. What is the assumption? Answer. The author assumes education is important for progress. RC solving strategy. Read questions first. Step 2. Mark keywords. Step 3. Skim the passage quickly. Step 4. Read carefully only where keywords are found. Step 5. Answer easy questions first. Leave difficult ones for later. Small exercise with answers. Passage. Many students prefer online banking apps because they save time and reduce paperwork. However, some elderly people still use traditional banking methods due to lack of digital knowledge. Questions. 1. Why do students prefer online banking? 2. What is the assumption of the passage? Answers. 1. Because it saves time and reduces paperwork. 2. The author assumes digital knowledge is necessary to use online banking. Summary. RC equals reading a passage plus answering questions. Types of RC: short RCs, story-based RCs, long RCs. Long RC strategy: read questions first, mark keywords, skim, focus on keywords, answer. Question types: direct, inference, assumption. Practice: read fast, find keywords, think logically. Reading comprehension and mixed questions, Part 1. Practicing with real exam RCs. The teacher is now starting practical reading comprehension practice. 1 RC was taken from a recent IBPS PO exam. 1 RC will be finance economy based. Students are given time limits like 45 seconds, 1 minute to read passages. Purpose: to improve both speed and understanding. First RC passage, story RC example. Passage summary, simplified for you. There was a teacher named Mr. Anderson. He loved teaching and always enjoyed helping children. But he was not just a teacher. He also built robots. He created a special robot that was very smart. It could teach maths and other subjects. It could talk with children. It could ask questions to students. This robot helped solve a big problem. In schools, there were many children. Teachers could not give attention to every child. But this robot helped every child learn better. Strategy being taught here. Always read the passage first when it's story-based. Don't waste too much time. Set a timer, like 45 seconds. After reading, try to summarize in your own words before answering. Main goal: build speed plus understanding at the same time. Exercise. Based on Mr. Anderson RC. Passage recap. Mr. Anderson was a teacher who loved teaching. He built a smart robot that could teach subjects, talk with children, and ask questions. This robot solved the problem of teachers not being able to give attention to every child. Questions: 1. Who was Mr. Anderson? 2. What was special about the robot he built? 3. What problem did the robot solve? Answers. 1. Mr. Anderson was a teacher who also built robots. 2. The robot could teach subjects, talk to students, and ask questions. 3. The robot solved the problem of teachers not giving attention to every student. Key learning. Story RCs are usually simple. Read quickly and understand the story. Always try to find who is the main character, what is happening, what problem solution is given. Quick revision. Teachers started RC practice using real exam examples. Students were given time-bound RCs to improve speed. First passage, story of Mr. Anderson, a teacher who built a robot to help students learn better. Strategy. For story RC, read passage fully first, then answer. Key point. Robot helps solve the issue of teachers not giving attention to every child. The next Reading Comprehension and Mixed Questions, Part 1. Continuation of Mr. Anderson RC IBPS PO Exam RC. The passage about Mr. Anderson was taken from an actual IBPS PO exam. Let's carefully understand it step by step. What the passage tells us. 1. Mr. Anderson's story recap. Mr. Anderson was a teacher. He worried about how students were learning. He wanted technology to improve education. so he built robots to make education better. 2. Purpose of story RC. Such RCs, reading comprehensions, come in bank exams, especially an IBPS PO clerk. They check if you can understand the main stories, answer questions correctly. Questions from this RC, explained in beginner way. These are sample questions from the Mr. Anderson passage. What was Mr. Anderson's story about? Answer: it was about a teacher who built robots to make education better. Why was the robot built? Options were like for schools, for circus, for entertainment, for cooking, for teaching subjects. Correct answer: teaching subjects. What motivated Mr. Anderson to build robots? Options: painting, talking, circus, improving education. Correct answer: improving education. Why did Mr. Anderson ask the government for money? Funding. To build and improve his robots for education. The exact question was not fully clear in transcript, but this is the logical answer. Why was it challenging for teachers to give attention to students? Because there were too many children in classrooms. One teacher could not give individual attention. Correct answer: teachers could not give personal attention because of large class size. What problem did children in villages face in education? Village children often struggle to get quality education. Lack of resources plus less attention from teachers. Correct answer equals they struggle to study properly due to lack of proper resources. Why were some answers wrong for many students? Because students did not read the passage carefully. They guessed answers instead of checking the passage keywords. Lesson: always go back to the passage and check keywords before answering. Exercise: practice for you. Read the summary again and answer. 1. Who was Mr. Anderson? 2. Why did he build robots? 3. What problem did teachers face in classrooms? 4. Why did children in villages struggle in education? Answers: 1. A teacher who built robots to improve education. 3. They couldn't give attention to every student. 4. They lacked resources and proper guidance. Ash summary. RC was from IBPS PO exam. Story of Mr. Anderson, a teacher who built robots for better education. Robots could teach, ask questions, and help children. Main questions checked. Why robots were built? Teaching. What motivated him? Improve education. Challenges: teachers cannot give attention, village kids struggled. Key lesson: always check passage keywords to avoid mistakes. Reading Comprehension and Mixed Questions, Part 1. Index 001, Transcript Explanation, Beginner-Friendly and Structured. 56 Affordable Education Problem. The teacher is explaining a reading comprehension passage. The problem was, students were not getting affordable, cheap, low-cost ways to study. A person, Mr. Anderson, asked the government for help. The government responded by giving money to support the education system. Word help: affordable equals cheap enough that people can pay for it. Responded equals gave a reply, took action. Impact of robot helpers in teaching. Robots helped improve teaching practices. They made teaching better by supporting teachers. Vocabulary work. Affordable synonym: reasonable, low cost, cheap, economical. 5138 Real Exam Story, IBPS Clerk Paper. This passage came in IBPS Clerk exam. Out of many students, only very few could solve it. Reason? There was not enough time. Students had 30 questions in 20 minutes. By the time they reached reading comprehension, RC, only 2 to 3 minutes were left. Students got confused. Should they read the passage or solve the questions? Because of this anxiety and time pressure, they couldn't solve it. Lesson: that is why we do mock tests, practice exams, again and again. Mock tests build speed, time management, and confidence. 5213 Clerk Pre-Level Passage. The passage shown was of clerk pre-level difficulty. If such passages come in the real exam, don't panic. PO pre-level reading comprehension, next level. Now, moving from clerk level to PO level, probationary officer. These are longer passages. Step 1 for long RC passages. 1. Read the passage quickly once. 2. While reading, note down important words or keywords on your paper in short form. Example: India, UAE, success, benefits, RBI, central bank, July 15th, 3. At this stage, don't try to fully understand. Just collect important words. This saves time later when answering questions. 53. Example of keyword note-taking. While reading the passage, you write only the main words. India, UAE success, business benefits, RBI, central bank, India, UAE benefits, July 15th. This way, when a question asks, what was signed on July 15, you can quickly look at your notes instead of reading the full passage again. Vocabulary tip. While solving reading comprehension, if there is a vocabulary, word meaning question, solve it immediately at that point. Don't wait to finish the whole passage first. Practice exercise question 1. What does affordable mean? A. Expensive. B. Low cost. C. Luxury. D. Fancy. Question 2. Why could students not solve the RC and IBPS clerk exam? A. Passage was too difficult. B. No time left. C. They didn't study vocabulary. D. They left it intentionally. Answer B. No time left. Question 3. What is the first step in solving long RC passages? A. Read whole passage slowly word by word. B. Write down important keywords in short form. C. Skip the passage. D. Memorize everything. Answer B. Write down important keywords in short form. And how to have summary. Quick revision. 1. Since faced problems because affordable study methods were helped. 2. Robot helpers improved teaching. 3. In IPS clerk exam, many failed in RC due to time shortage and anxiety. 4. Solution, practice mock tests for time management. 5. For long PO level RC passages, step 1 equals write keywords in short form. India, UAE, RBI, July 15. Don't try to understand fully in the first go. 6. Vocabulary questions, solve immediately. This method saves time, reduces stress, and increases accuracy in reading comprehension. Would you like me to continue explaining from 5513, the next part of transcript, in the same style with exercises and summary? Reading comprehension and mixed questions, part 1, in the transcript explanation, beginner-friendly, structured, with emojis. 5513, word, step up, synonym and meaning. Step up equals to increase, grow, rise, improve. The tone is positive. Examples, the company decided to step up its production, increase production. Students should step up their efforts before exams, work harder. Synonyms of step up, increase, raise, boost, enhance, expand. Word, alleviate, strengthen. Alleviate equals to reduce or make less, decrease pain, reduce problem. Example, the medicine will alleviate your headache, reduce pain. Strengthen equals to make strong. Example, exercise will strengthen your muscles. In passage, investment stepped up, increased. Answer, investment grew, became stronger. 5012 word, cognizant. The root word is cogn, equals knowledge, learning, knowing. Cognizant equals aware, having knowledge, being conscious. Example, he is cognizant of the exam rules. He knows the rules. Antonym, opposite, unaware, is not having knowledge. Oblivious equals not noticing, not aware. So antonym of cognizant equals unaware, oblivious. 5730, skimming long passages. Teacher says, for long passages, don't read line by line. Use skimming, read quickly, focus only on main ideas and keywords. Time to skims about 30 seconds. This helps to save time in the exam. Example, passage line, the Reserve Bank of India signed an agreement with UAE. When skimming, note keywords, RBI, agreement, UAE. 59, RBI and UAE Central Bank Agreement. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and Central Bank of UAE signed an agreement. Date 15th of July. Purpose, to establish a framework for payments in Indian rupee and UAE AED. Meaning of this step, both countries can use their own currencies directly, bilateral trade. Bilateral, between two countries. Benefit, trade becomes cheaper, faster, without always using US dollar. Practice exercise. Q1. What does step up mean? Decrease. B. Stay the same. C. Increase. D. Confuse. Answers. Q2. Antonym of cognizant. A. Knowledgeable. B. Oblivious. C. Aware. D. Conscious. Oblivious. Q3. What is skimming? A. Reading word by word slowly. B. Memorizing whole passage. C. Reading quickly to get main ideas. D. Ignoring the passage. Answer C. Reading quickly to get main ideas. Q4. Why did RBI and UAE Central Bank sign agreement? A. To use dollar in payments. B. To establish payments in rupee and dirham. C. To stop to increase taxes. Answer B. To establish payments in rupee and summary quick revision. Step up, increase, positive. 2. Alleviate equals reduce. Strengthen is make strong. 3. Cognizant equals aware. Antonym equals oblivious, unaware. 4. For long passages, use skimming to save time. RBI plus UAE agreement, 15th of July, payments can be done in rupee and dirham directly to support bilateral trade. This helps in understanding vocabulary, RC techniques, and current affairs-based passages in exams. Shall I now continue from 0155? Emojis. India and Dubai trade example. Example given, if an Indian goes to Dubai, earlier, whenever trade payment happened, people used the US dollar as the middle currency. Now, with the new system, both India and UAE will use their own currencies directly, Indian rupee, UAE dirham. Benefit, it will reduce dependence on the US dollar. Local Currency Settlement System, LCSS. Both countries will implement a local currency settlement system. This system will connect, interlink their payment mechanisms. Means, payments between Indian and UAE banks will become easier, faster, and more direct. Both immediate impact of LCSS. Word explained, immediate equals instant, quick. So, the immediate result of using LCSS will be 1. Business becomes easier, no extra steps with USD. 2. Trade becomes faster and smoother. 3. Encouragement for more trade between India and UAE. Fifth, future benefit, India can later use this model with other countries too. This will help to internationalize Indian rupee, meaning Indian rupee can be used globally, not just inside India. Example, if India signs such agreements with more countries, Indian rupee will also act like dollar or euro in trade. Trade surplus and trade deficit. Trade surplus equals when exports are more than imports. Example, if India exports goods worth 1,000 and imports goods worth 600, surplus equals 400. Trade deficits when imports are more than exports. Example, if India exports 500 and imports 800, deficit equals 300. These are important economics terms for exams. Q-hash practice exercises Q1. What is the benefit of using rupee and dirham directly? A. More dependence on US dollar. B. Less dependence on US dollar. C. Trade will stop. D. Exports will reduce. Answer B. Less dependence on US dollar. Q2. What is LCSS? A. Local currency settlement system. B. Loan credit savings system. C. Local cash security scheme. D. Long currency settlement service. Answer A. Local currency settlement system. Q3. What does trade surplus mean? Imports are greater than exports. B. Exports are greater than imports. C. Imports and exports are equal. Do no trade happens. Answer B. Exports are greater than imports. Q4. Which future advantage was mentioned about LCSS? A. Rupee can become international. B. Dollar will become stronger. C. Trade will be limited. D. UAE will stop using dirham. Answer A. Rupee can become international. Summary. 1-1. Earlier, trade between India and UAE depended on the US dollar. 2. Now, with local currency settlement system LCSS, they can use rupee and dirham directly. 3. Immediate impact. Business easier, faster, smoother. Trade increases. 4. Future benefit. Indian rupee may become international currency. 5. Trade surplus equals exports, imports. 6. Trade deficit equals imports, exports. This part of the transcript is mainly 1. Index 001. Transcript explanation, beginner friendly. 1. Trade deficit, meaning trade deficit happens when a country imports more goods, services than it exports. Example, if India imports $100 worth of oil but sells exports only $70 worth of goods, then trade deficit equals $30. Imports exports equals trade deficit. 2. Trade surplus, meaning trade surplus is the opposite. It happens when a country exports more than it imports. Example, if India exports $100 worth of IT services, but imports only $70 worth of goods, then trade surplus is $30. Exports, imports equals trade surplus. The text says India has a trade surplus with UAE. This means India exports more to UAE than it imports from UAE. 3. Small passage skimming. The teacher in the transcript is saying, you don't have to read the passage in detail right now. I will read and explain it to you. This passage is given so that students can learn how to identify important parts while reading quickly. Skimming. Skimming equals reading fast to catch the main idea, not details. Task 4. Using local currency for trade. Instead of using the US dollar as a middle currency, countries can trade using their own local currencies. Example, India and UAE trade. Instead of rupee, dollar, dirham, they can directly do rupee dirham. This reduces dependency on the dollar and makes trade smoother. 5. Two terms, de facto and de jure. De jure equals by law, officially recognized by law. De facto, in practice, what happens in reality, even if not officially recognized. Example, suppose a country says, our official currency is dirham, that is de jure. But in reality, most people use the dollar for transactions, that is de facto. 6. Possible risks. Whenever new steps are taken in the economy, like local currency settlement, there are risks too. Example, risk of currency fluctuation. Value of rupee or dirham may go up or down. Risk of businesses not adopting it quickly. The text says businesses may take time to fully adopt this system. Exercises for practice. Q1. Define trade deficit in your own words. Answer. Trade deficit is when imports are more than exports. Q2. What is the difference between de jure and de facto? Answer. De jure equals by law, official. De facto equals in practice, real. Q3. Why do countries want to use local currencies instead of the US dollar? Answer. To reduce dependency on the dollar, save conversion costs, and strengthen their own currency. Summary, quick revision. Trade deficit equals imports, exports. Trade surplus, exports, imports. India has a trade surplus with UAE. Skimming equals reading fast to find the main idea. Countries want to use local currencies, rupee dirham, instead of dollar for trade. De jure equals by law, de facto equals in practice. Risks, currency fluctuation, slow business adoption. This explanation makes the transcript clear and easy. Comprehension and mixed questions. Part 1. Index 001. Transcript explanation beginner friendly. Twist in India UAE local currency settlement. 111157. Situation. India and UAE want to use each other's local currency for trade instead of relying on the US dollar. This system is called a local currency settlement system. Step 1. India can issue its currency rupee to be used in UAE. UAE can issue its currency to be used in India. Why this matters? This reduces dependency on the US dollar. It helps faster and easier trade between the two countries. Business benefits. Main idea. Businesses will benefit from this system because 1. Exchange rate risk reduces, less uncertainty about currency value. 2. Transactions become faster and simpler. No need to convert via dollars. 3. Trade boost. Smoother trade encourages more export and import activity. Summary in simple words, easier trade, less risk, faster payments. Primary goal, U40. Question, why are India and UAE doing this? Answer, main goal, reduce dependency on US dollar. Bilateral use of currency. Both countries can use their own currencies directly in trade. This reduces extra costs and risks associated with converting to a third currency, like the dollar. Effect. Businesses will not depend on USD fluctuations. Trade becomes safer and smoother. Trade and business effects. Expected benefits. 1. Trade will become easier. 2. Exchange rate risks will decrease. 3. Business adoption will improve gradually. Important note, it doesn't remove all barriers, but makes trade much simpler. Some risks may still exist, but overall it is beneficial for business growth. Exercises for practice. Q1. What is the first step in the India-UAE local currency settlement system? Answer. India can issue rupees for use in UAE, and UAE can issue dirham for use in India. Q2. Name 2 benefits for businesses from this system. Answer. 1. Exchange rate risk reduces. 2. Transactions become faster and simpler. Q3. What is the primary goal of this currency settlement system? Answer. To reduce dependency on US dollar and make trade smoother. Summary. Quick revision. Local currency settlement system. Countries use each other's currency directly. Step 1. India issues rupee in UAE. UAE issues dirham in India. Business benefits. Less risk, faster transactions, trade boost. Primary goal, reduce US dollar dependency and simplify trade. Some barriers still exist, but overall, it is positive for trade. This portion of transcript focuses on international reading comprehension and mixed questions, Part 1. Index 01. Transcript explanation, beginner-friendly and structured. Agreement between India and UAE, 15th July, Zoven 771. Situation. On the 15th July, India and UAE reached an agreement regarding trade using local currencies instead of the US dollar. This means both countries agreed to use their own currencies directly for trade, reducing dependency on USD. Key points. This agreement will boost trade. It will reduce currency conversion issues, making payments simpler and faster. Businesses in both countries will benefit because it removes risks associated with exchange rates. Teachers' motivational advice and positive habits. The teacher gives life advice for students, which is very important for success. Tips shared. 1. Daily 10-minute effort. Give at least 10 minutes daily to practice or improve yourself. Small, consistent effort leads to big results. 2. Gratitude practice. Before sleeping, write 2 to 3 lines of gratitude. Example, I am thankful for my family, my health, and my opportunity to learn. Repeat it every day, morning and night. 3. Positive thinking and mindset. Always keep a positive attitude. Avoid negative thoughts because they can harm your progress. Keep your intentions clean, work hard, and stay motivated. Result: when your mind is clear and your intentions are good, your efforts will always succeed. Technical and data issues in class. Situation: some students faced technical issues during mock tests or data handling. Teacher mentioned Issue 1, missed streaming. Issue 2, excess data causing delays. Teacher assured that the technical team will resolve these problems. Key takeaway: always communicate problems clearly to get them resolved faster. Technology issues are normal in online learning. They can be fixed. Exercises for practice. Q1. What was the main agreement between India and UAE on 15th of July? Answer. Both countries agreed to use their local currencies directly for trade, reducing dependency on USD. Q2. Name one habit the teacher suggested for students to succeed. Answer. Write 2 to 3 lines of gratitude every day before sleeping. Q3. Why is positive thinking important according to the teacher? Answer. Positive thinking keeps the mind clear, increases motivation, and helps your efforts succeed. Q4. What were the technical issues faced by students? Answer. Missed streaming and excess data delays during sessions. Summary. India-UAE Agreement. Trade using local currencies to reduce USD dependency. Business benefits. Faster transactions, reduced exchange risk, easier trade. Student advice. 1. Practice 10 mins daily. 2. Write gratitude lines. 3. Always think positive. Technical issues. Teachers will resolve missed streaming and data issues. This portion mixes reading comprehension, India-UAE Agreement, with motivational life tips and class-related technical issues. If you want, I can combine the last 3 transcripts into one super beginner for beginners. Let's go step by step. I will first explain the passage in simple words, then solve each question with clear reasoning. Passage explanation in very simple English. There was a teacher named Mr. Anderson. He loved teaching a lot. He also knew how to make robots. He built a special robot that could teach maths and other subjects, ask students questions to make them think. He wanted to use this robot to make education better in a place called State X. Problem in State X. Too many students for each teacher, around 29 students per teacher. In cities, kids had books and resources. In villages, kids didn't have enough resources and struggled to learn cheaply. What Mr. Anderson did, he thought his robot could solve these problems. He needed money, so he asked the government to help. He told them each robot would cost $40,000. The government liked his idea and gave him money. Result: robots went to schools across State X, helped teachers, especially where there weren't enough. Village kids also got good education like city kids. Education improved for everyone. Questions and answers with explanations. 1. What was the purpose of the special robot Mr. Anderson was working on? Correct answer. C. To teach various subjects, including maths, because the passage clearly says the robot could teach maths and other subjects. What motivated Mr. Anderson to create robots for education in State X? Correct answer D. His enthusiasm for teaching and improving education. He loved teaching and wanted to fix problems in education. 3. Why did Mr. Anderson ask the government for money? Correct answer D. To make robots for schools and education, he needed funds to create robots for schools. 4. What impact did Mr. Anderson's robot helpers have on education in State X? Correct answer E. They ensured all kids could learn well, regardless of location. Robots made sure both city and village kids could learn equally. 5. Why was it challenging for teachers in State X to provide individual attention to students? Correct answer A. There were too many students for each teacher. Passage says 29 students per teacher, too many to give personal attention. 6. What did kids in villages struggle with when it came to learning? Correct answer C. Finding affordable ways to learn. Passage says village kids struggled to find affordable ways to learn. 7. How did the government respond when Mr. Anderson asked for help with his robot project? Correct answer D. They gave him the money he needed. The passage clearly states the government supported him with funds. 8. What impact did the robot helpers have on teaching in State X? Correct answer B. They improved the quality of teaching. Robots helped teachers, education became better. 9. Synonym of affordable from the passage. Correct answer C. Economical. Affordable means something not too costly, within budget. Quick summary. Mr. Anderson equals teacher robot maker. Problem in State X, too many students per teacher. City kids had more resources. Village kids had fewer. Solution, robots to help in teaching. Government funded him. Result equals education improved in both city and village schools. Keyword, affordable equals economical. Now, bank aspirant, this is a perfect example of reading comprehension type passage you'll face in SBI, IBP, SPO exams. It checks understanding of the passage, ability to find direct answers, vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms. Do you want me to now create 5 to 6 extra practice questions like inference-based and vocabulary-based? Great set of RC questions. Let's solve them step by step in a clear and beginner-friendly way. I'll explain the logic behind every answer so that you can understand deeply. Passage recap in simple words. On July 15th, RBI, India, and Central Bank of UAE signed an agreement. Purpose, to use rupee and dirham, local currencies, in cross-border trade. Goal, reduce dependence on US dollar as a middle currency. Benefits, create a rupee dirham market. Remove exchange rate risk. Make trade easier, boost business. Future potential could help in internationalization of the rupee. Condition, success depends on how many businesses adopt it. UAE businesses need good ways to use rupees, like investing in India. Risk, in global economy, businesses will decide based on economic logic. Question and answer explanation. 1. What factor will determine the actual success of the India-UAE local currency settlement system? Passage, its actual success will hinge on the extent of adoption by businesses in both nations. Answer A. The extent of adoption by businesses in both India and the UAE. 2. How does the India-UAE local currency settlement system serve as a potential first step for the internationalization of the rupee? Passage could act as an important first step for the internationalization of the rupee, meaning, if other countries see this working, they may also start using rupee in trade. Answer C. It encourages other countries to use the rupee as a means of exchange in bilateral trade. 3. How will the establishment of the local currency settlement system benefit Indian and Emirati businesses in their trade relations? Passage, Indian and Emirati businesses would not need to factor in exchange rate risks, improving the ease of doing business and boosting trade. Answer B. It will enable businesses to avoid exchange rate risks and price goods and services accurately. 4. What is the primary goal of the agreement between the RBI and the Central Bank of the UAE? Passage, aimed at promoting their use bilaterally, thus reducing dependence on US dollar. Answer D. To facilitate the use of the Indian rupee and the UAE dirham for cross-border transactions. 5. What are the potential benefits of the India-UAE local currency settlement system? Passage, elimination of exchange rate risks, improvement in ease of doing business, and boosting trade. Answer C. Elimination of exchange rate risks, improvement in ease of doing business, and boost in trade. 6. What was the agreement reached between RBI and UAE on July 15? Passage, establish a framework for enabling the use of rupee and dirham for cross-border transactions. Answer B, to establish a framework for enabling the use of the Indian rupee and the UAE dirham for cross-border transactions. Synonym of stepped up as used in passage. Stepped up equals increased, augmented, strengthened. A, augmented. B, alleviated means reduce, lessen. C, strengthened. Answer D, both in C. 8. Antonym of cognizant as used in passage. Cognizant equals aware, conscious. Antonym equals unaware, oblivious. A, conscious, same meaning. B, unaware. C, oblivious. Answer C, both B and C. Quick summary. Revision. India and UAE agreed to use rupee and dirham instead of USD for trade. Success depends on business adoption. Benefits, no exchange rate risk, boost in trade, ease of doing business. Could help in internationalization of rupee. Key synonyms, stepped up, augmented, strengthened. Key antonyms, cognizant, unaware, oblivious. Do you want me to now make a short table of